So this is the final part of the declutter. These are all of my single shadows in magnetic pans. I also have a couple in here. Now in honesty, this is probably one of the areas of my makeup collection that I wouldn't mind if it expanded. I wouldn't mind if I got more single shadows. I have my eye on a lot of single shadows at the moment from various indie brands. And I almost bought myself a second Adept palette on Black Friday. I don't currently need it. I mean, I technically do because I can't fit all of my eyeshadows in here. I'm gonna do a bit of a declutter and I want to fit all of my shades in here. I'm gonna start quickly. These 6 Clear stained glass shades, they're staying. This one, however, is a Sydney Grace pressed glitter. I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm not using pressed glitters. And then I think for this, I'm gonna just work with similar colors first because that's easier. I'm gonna start with this, which is my more warm and neutral collection. So I have 2 colors up here that are sort of a matte bone cream color. I never use this shade. I'm gonna get rid of both of them. I was considering holding on to one of them because it is a useful shade to have to like build palettes and stuff, but is it really useful if you're not going to use it? I think not. So I'm going to get rid of both of them. I think I'm just going to put my little decluttering pile over here. I then have a bunch of shades over here that are sort of light gold champagne. I think the easiest way to see the difference here is going to be to swatch a bunch of them. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take them out though so that I can line them up to easier keep track of what's what. Otherwise I will absolutely forget where I am at anything. I think these are the ones that are like similar. This is a Soap and Glory shade. This is a BH Cosmetics from the Shanaxo palette. Colourpop Ringer. This is a NYX shadow. This is Colourpop Celestial. And this is from the BH Zodiac palette. Now they have various levels of shine and as you can see various levels of like depth and stuff. I'm going to keep the Soap and Glory one, it's the lightest one. It doesn't look like the most shiny in the swatch there, but it is really pretty on the eyes. I'm also going to keep both of my Colourpop ones, so this one and that one. I think the only one I'm going to get rid of here is this one, which is the NYX one. It's that one. It's the one that's the most like gold out of them, but it's just a touch too dark to be like a Bybel or inner corner highlight for me. I know I'm going to keep the BH one, it's the most pink out of them. This one I'm unsure about because it looks very similar to the first one from Soap and Glory, but it's a little bit more like beige. I'm going to put that aside as a maybe for now. I'm going to just grab out a couple that I know I'm going to keep to make it a little bit easier for myself. Colourpop Tiki, Colourpop Paper Tiger, Colourpop Saltwater. This is a JD Glow shadow in Bestie. Sydney Grace Blushed. Sydney Grace Aztec Ruins. I'm also going to keep Bratty, which is my only light orange. I know I want to keep my only red, which is Hop On, also from Colourpop. I also want to keep this shimmery red, which is Easy Go. I'm also going to keep this one. It's from a BH Cosmetics Shanaxo palette. This I'm going to declutter. It's a NYX eyeshadow. It's not like that bad. It's a gold, but I don't reach for it, so I don't need to keep it. I'm going to just pull out some of these browns here. That's BH Cosmetics. This is NYX, and this is Colourpop. They really are more similar than I thought the first two, but I really do like them. This is the kind of colour that I reach for a lot, so I think I'm going to keep both of those. Let's have a look at some of these shimmers. I think I can throw you in there as well. This is another one from Soap and Glory, BH Cosmetics. This is from the Shanaxo palette with BH Cosmetics, and this is Colourpop. So Jaded. I'm going to keep these two. So the Soap and Glory and the Shanaxo, or sorry, the BH one. I think I might declutter this one, So Jaded, because I don't reach for it. This one I'm a little bit unsure about. I'm going to swatch it next to Blushed by Sydney Grace, which is a rose gold. The blush is a little bit more orange, a little bit more warm. I think I'm going to declutter that one as well, because if I'm going for a rose gold, I would pretty much reach for Blush by Sydney Grace every time. Let's look at some of these pink ones, because I don't know what I want to do with these. I know I'm going to keep this one, which is Poodle. It's a matte pink. I bought it because it's called Poodle and I have a poodle. This one is called Chauffeur and it's a really pretty copper, but I own this in a palette and I don't reach for it. I tend to reach for this one, which is Aztec Ruins, when I want a copper. This is also a quick declutter. I'm just waiting for my arm to dry. This is from the Shaaanxo BH Cosmetics palette. It's like a duochrome brown, red to a blue. I hate those duochromes on me, so I'm never going to use that. I'm also going to get rid of this one, which is it's a NYX shadow. It's like a dark brown base with really nice copper glitter, but it's a bit too sheer for my liking. I am also going to get rid of this one because I never use a colour like this. It's like a grey taupe. Let's look at these pinks. This is from the Zodiac palette. Mine has seen better days. This is a NYX shadow that I think I'm going to get rid of because I don't really reach for like a peach to pink duochrome that much, and I don't really like that one. This is also from NYX. This one barely shows up. It's like a light peach. I'm not going to use that. This is a duochrome called Heavy Glam. It's by Colourpop. I much rather prefer that as like a peachy pink duochrome because it is deeper. So I'm going to keep that. And then this is Come and Get It, which is a pink with a heavy gold shift. I'm going to keep it. I don't use it, but I don't hate it. I like I've just stopped adding the colours back into the palette. I guess I should do that, shouldn't I? I liked having this corner over here as like my yellow corner. So as you can see in this corner, I haven't taken them out, but this and that, they look very, very similar. I'm going to keep this one from BH Cosmetics. I'm keeping this one from Colourpop. This is Paper Crane. I'm also going to keep this one, which is Board Shorts. It's similar, but it's a little bit more yellow. I'm keeping this. This is my lightest. This is Martian. It's like an orangey brown. Ooh, I never said what I was going to do with it. I think I'm going to keep this pink because I don't have any pinks like it. I'm going to just take these out. We'll deal with them at the end because I don't want to deal with them. It's one of my favourite colours to wear, which is why I have assembled a lot of them. So I'm just going to deal with them at the end. I'm going to keep this one. This is my darkest one. This is Roundhouse. It's a very, almost a bit dusty, super dark brown. But I'm going to keep that. I'm also keeping this one, which is from BH Cosmetics. It's a little bit more purple. I think I'm also going to keep this one. It sort of resembles that one a little bit. I have this one. This is one of my only like taupe shades. I don't wear taupe that much, but I am going to keep it because it is one of my only ones. I'm also keeping this grey and that grey, and then I have to decide which black to keep because I don't wear black eyeshadow enough to warrant keeping both. And I'm keeping BH Cosmetics, it's Superior. I think I'm also going to keep this one, which is Soap and Glory. I want to just see if it's similar. No, they're different enough. This is my little cool toned corner. Then this one is another NYX shadow. I'm not going to reach for that, so that can go. I guess I now have to try and deal with my 700 eyeshadows that look the same. I think this one, which is Imperial, I'm going to keep because it's the lightest one, so it's going to be noticeably different. There is a chance I'm keeping all of them, by the way. I'm going to try and maybe get rid of one. This is Crisscross. Let's do this one next from BH Cosmetics. This is Colourpop Top Notch. This is Colourpop Popular Demand. I have no idea if I'm in focus or not. BH Cosmetics Shaaanxo palette. This is Sydney Grace Chocolate Raspberry Fudge. And then BH Zodiac. I mean, I have a type with eyeshadow and it's definitely these colours. The only one that I didn't love the swatching of was actually this one, which was Popular Demand. And I think I can get rid of that because I know I'm keeping Chocolate Raspberry Fudge and the darker one on the end. I also think I can keep that one. I'm just gonna, for fun, check it against, you know. I think they can work well together. These two I know are damn near identical right there. And then there's this one. I'm gonna keep them all. I got rid of one. It's more than I thought I would. Honestly, now I just have to try and fit them into my little mosaic. I think I want to keep this one, the Maybe, because I like it and it was different enough, I think, to the other ones. And I'm gonna go through this part of my collection. I use these singles frequently, so I will keep an eye out for anything that doesn't get used so that I can know to get rid of it next time, and also to not buy anything that looks like it. And now to do the other side, which houses my cool tone shades, well, majority cool tones, blues, greens, pinks and purples. So I'm gonna start by just grabbing some of the ones I want to keep. JD Glow Good Guard and JD Glow Unexpected. I love them. I'm also going to keep this one right here, which is from Cliona. It's Ice Algae. It has a little bit of a blue shift in it. Don't know if you can see it, but I like that one a lot. I'm also keeping this one. That's Backstage by Colourpop. Quantum Sleep, it's the shimmery one. This is As If. It's such a beautiful purple by Sydney Grace. Colourpop Try Me. I also want to keep this one, that's Glass Ball by Colourpop. I'm going to keep this one, 143. And I think, let's just grab this one. This is Pretty Cruel. It's like a mauve. This one from BH Cosmetics. That is Earthshine by Colourpop. Okay, those were favourites. Now I'm gonna start. I have two silvers up in the corner here. This is from Colourpop. Keep digging my thing into every single shadow. This is Beam Me Up. And then this one is from BH Cosmetics. And as you can see, mine has got nothing left in it pretty much. This has taken a couple of tumbles, unfortunately, so I am gonna declutter it, even though out of these silvers it is the superior one. It's the most shiny, and it's actually to the point where I'm considering keeping it because I don't wear silver that often. I am much more likely to reach for the brand new. I'm actually gonna do that, I think, or you know what, they can both stay for now. I'm going to have a look later though to see maybe if I feel like getting rid of one of them or not. These two blues, this is Piece of Cake and Lost and Found by Colourpop. I don't know if I technically need both of them, but I like them, so they can stay. They're a bit difficult to work with, but they give a very, very beautiful eye look. I'm keeping this one. This is Heavenly. This one's like a minty colour. This one is called Baseline, and I think I'm gonna get rid of this one. It's a light blue with like some shimmer to it, but it's just a bit underwhelming. And if I'm gonna go for a shimmery light blue, I'm using JD Glow Good God. I think I'm going to keep this, and this. I'm gonna keep most of these. I'm going to keep this one, but I want to swatch them next to each other just to check that they're not like actually the same thing. I think those can qualify as different enough. That's BH Cosmetics and Zodiac Team Captain. I really don't know what to do about that one. It's like a lime colour, but I kind of want it to be a little bit more shiny. I'm not really totally in love with the NYX eyeshadows, the ones in the like square pans. So I find that the mattes are pretty good, but the shimmers just leave a little to be desired. I think I'm gonna get rid of it. I haven't used it and I don't think I will. I'm gonna keep that. gonna keep this. This is Tea Garden by Colourpop. I want to swatch these two together. I kind of feel like I should keep both of them. I know I want to keep the bottom one, which is this one. But I kind of feel like I should also keep this one because I don't have anything like it. So I think Tea Garden ends up being lighter. It's also a duochrome, so it ends up being a little bit different. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that. I don't have all that much in this light green category. I think I'm keeping all of these. I'm also keeping this one. This is The Greatest Gift by Sydney Grace. And that. And then we have these purples and these pinks. I think, let me swatch this. This is Fault Line by Colourpop. I think I'm gonna get rid of it. It's a pretty colour. It's like a purple with a bit of a blue shift. But it's honestly, I wish it was more shiny. I don't use it. I don't reach for it. Because I tend to go, if I want purple, I tend to go for that one. I know I want to keep both of these. So these are from the Zodiac palette. So look at these two. This is Colourpop On The Rise. And this is a NYX shade. I don't hate those. I think the reason I like them is because these two end up a little bit more pastel in terms of this, because this ends up being a little bit deeper. So I can work with these, but do I need to keep both of them? I think the answer is no. And I think I'm going to keep the NYX shade and get rid of the Colourpop one. I'm avoiding this purpley corner. I'm going to move towards these pinks, I think. I have this one, and this one is like almost identical to Colourpop 143. It is very, very pretty though. I mean, that's horribly swatched. I don't need to keep it though because I am keeping that one and I prefer that one. I also am going to keep this one. This is Paradiso by Colourpop. I want to keep this as well. This is Going Steady. Or do I want to keep this one? I think this is Sleeper. I don't know if I need both of them. I don't know. I still don't know if I need both of them. I really like that one, which was Going Steady. Sleeper is a bit deeper. I am leaning towards keeping both of them because I like how muted that one was compared to that. It's not a big difference, but it's a little bit. And with tones like these, I would rather have a little bit of variety because I find them a little bit difficult to work with sometimes. This is Pinky Promise. That's gorgeous. But I think you may be a little bit better suited over here. I'm going to swatch it next to that one. Yeah, definitely different. I kind of feel like you would fit just a little bit better over here. I'm going to keep this one in the corner. This is Tutu Mango. And then I have these. I think I am going to keep this one. This is Silver Lining. It's a little bit more purple than Pretty Cruel, so I like having both of them. Let's have a look at these ones. I'm keeping most of my PH ones because they are just gorgeous. This one actually ended up being more similar to this one than I thought, and I actually prefer the Colourpop one over this one, even though it's different because it leans more purple. I think I can get rid of that, and I think I'm going to keep these ones. I do want to swatch this rose gold though, just next to that one. Okay, they're different. I'm okay with hanging on to those. I'm gonna swatch this. I'm gonna probably have to bring back some of the ones that I put away. I'm just gonna swatch Sleeper next to it. I thought so. I figured they look similar. Yeah, I can get rid of that. I don't need three of them looking the same pretty much. Then I have these. So I have two shimmers and two mattes here. I honestly don't know what to do. This is Hung Up. This is Crown Jewel, which ends up a lot lighter. This is from the VH Zodiac palette. And this one is from NYX. I don't really know what to do with these. I don't really use these that much. I never really go very deep once I'm reaching for purples. I prefer it to be like this. I like it to be vibrant. I can darken it a little bit with that. I don't really go much darker than that, but I do want to keep something just in case. I don't think I'm going to need this one. It's so close to being a black, I can use a black instead. I'm going to keep that one. And with these two, I'm going to get rid of both of them. I haven't used them and I don't see myself using them. So now to arrange it. I'm not going to clean the palette if you haven't noticed, because it just gets super messy right away, because I cannot keep anything clean to save my life pretty much. I'm going to get rid of this one from BH Cosmetics. It's broken. I don't need to keep it. I think I should be able to fit these ones in here now. I think that looks okay. So I have beside me some of the palettes I've decluttered. I'm going to have a look off camera for a second to see if there is any shades from the palettes that I think can fit in here. I ended up getting rid of a lot more than I expected. So I'm going to see if there is anything that can fit in here if I want to try and depot them. And then I'm going to show you if there are any. So I have done a little bit of digging through some of the palettes. I have two shades here that I have decided to depot. They both come from the Makeup Mecca My New Lover palette. So this is Heat. I destroyed it a little bit. It's fine because I don't have anything that sort of bridges the gap between yellow and orange. And then I have this is a gold. I got rid of only true gold from NYX. And this is very similar, it's just shinier and I knew that, so I'm gonna plop those in. I'm also too exhausted to do this right now because it's time to go to bed. But I have this here. This is the Carli Bybel palette. I have taken this out and they're stuck in this little plastic case. But if I ever get the time to do it, if I can depot this, I want that shade and that shade. This is a highlighter, that's an eyeshadow. I want both of them as eyeshadows because I like that tone, and I'm going to also depot these two as highlighters and put in my face palette drawer. I'm going to see if I can do this though in the next coming weeks or so, because I don't really know how to get them out of here. I've tried popping them out. I tried in this one because this is not one I want to keep. Getting my little thing in the corner there, but it's too small of a space. So I think I'm gonna have to try maybe dental floss and a hairdryer or something to see if I can loosen the glue. But I'm going to depot those two and put them in here as well. So I think that's how they look at the moment. As I said, this is a part of my collection I think is going to grow, and I wouldn't mind actually having another one of these because eyeshadows is my favourite thing with makeup. I love them and I want more. So I decluttered 27 single shadows. I was hoping for 10, so almost 30. Makes me pretty happy. I'm not going to be able to fit all of them in here, I think. So for now I'm just going to tuck them in here so that I have somewhere to store them. I'm going to see if my sister wants any of these, and she can take as many or as few as she wants. And then the rest I might try and just destroy for fun because breaking makeup is fun and I don't have anyone else to give these to. I kind of feel like this is the universe telling me to keep another one, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna put it in here for now, I think. That was that. So that was my decluttering. So if I've counted correctly, this is either 95 items or it's 105, and this is not counting any of my singles that were decluttered. So I have 5 face products that I decluttered, and then I have the 27 singles that were also decluttered. I hope you will subscribe for more videos pertaining to makeup, occasionally talking about disability and chronic illness, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!